everybody. How are you? How was your week? I hope it was a successful one. Thank God. The month of March is already midway. Thank God for His preservation over us, over our families, over our careers, and over our nations. It is by His mercies that we are not consumed. Glory be to His name. So were you able to pray last week? I hope you did. I don't think I need to convince anybody that we do need to pray that this war comes to an end. Within the last week, everybody can see what is the difference, right? Even if it is to talk about just the gas, the fuel, to fuel your car, to gas your car. So it must come to an end. All right. So let me ask us, have you ever wondered why Rachel, the beloved wife of Jacob, died? Okay. Let me share with us the understanding that the Lord gave me. Welcome to T5MC, the 5-minute challenge. This is where we pray for our nations. And you know, when we're praying for our nation, we are actually praying for ourselves. Right? Okay. So let's delve into it. In Genesis chapter 31, verse 32, Jacob's father-in-law, who happens to also be his uncle, came to meet him. You know, he ran away. You have to read before and after, right? Because of our time. So he ran away, and Jacob ran away with his wives and his children. And the father-in-law came and he said, even if you have to run away, do you have to go with my gods? And Jacob was like, no, but search everywhere, and whosoever you find your gods with, let that person not live. That means that person must die. Unknowing to Jacob, he just passed a death sentence on his wife. Remember, Jacob is the 3rd generation of that lineage. Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And Jacob is also a priest, just like you and I are right now. We are of that lineage. We are priests. We are kings. That's why whatever it is that we say, you say yes. And if we say no, it is a no. Right? Okay. So, Jacob said, whosoever, without knowing that Rachel had stolen the gods. And so Jacob said, whoever has it, let the person die. God just had mercy on Rachel. He gave her the opportunity to have another child, but she died at childbirth. There was another incident in Judges 11. Judges 11, 29 to 31, then reading 34. This is the case of Jephthah. Jephthah made a vow to God that if God should help him to win this war, whatever it is that comes first to greet him, he was going to sacrifice that. But the thing is that he was already winning the war. He didn't have to make a vow. I'm guessing that he probably had a very loving dog. And he was like, I love this dog so much, but I'm ready to sacrifice this dog if I can just win this war. But he didn't have to do that. And now guess who came to rejoice with him? His daughter. The daughter was the first thing that came, the first person now, that came out of the door to greet him, and he was like, oh my God, yes, oh your God. If you read further, you find out that he actually had to sacrifice that girl. And you know what? That girl was the only child. After that, no daughter, no son. he didn't have to make a vow. Some of us, we just say some things that is not really necessary. God doesn't want you to make a vow that is not necessary. He's not asking for it. So that's why, the other day, I think about 2 or 3 weeks ago, we're talking about watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Just watch your mouth. Now, what has that got to do with a nation? A nation is a living entity. That's why it is called motherland. A nation is living, is growing. That's why it grows. It's a living entity. Okay? So, when we elect officials into offices, we are giving them the authority to speak on behalf of us, to the nation, for the nation. So whatever they speak, whatever they are saying, it's a yes. It's a deal. Because we authorize them by voting them or by appointing them. Okay? Right. So when politicians are fighting, to gain power, and they are talking, because I want to wrest power from you, because I want to take over from you, everything that you do, everything that you are doing, it's not good. And I'm going to, this nation is doomed. This nation can never recover from this. They are killing the nation. They're killing the nation. So it's not only the devil that is listening, actually. The angel of the Lord is also listening to make happen whatever it is that you say. So even if that thing that you are saying is not good for you, God is going to make it happen. You know why? He cannot break his own word. He said in Numbers 14:28, whatsoever it is that you say in my ear, so will I do. That's why he's going to be looking. So that's why it is important for you to say the right thing. And I keep telling us, whatever it is that we are talking about, please apply it into your individual lives. Don't get angry with that child and say, you must be stupid. Oh! You are declaring over that child. Please don't say that. Okay? Please. Please, 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 please. Be quick to think, but be slow to speak. Okay? So this week, we want to ask for mercy. For every negative thing that we have planted on this land. You and I, our leaders, everybody, whatever it is that we have planted on this land, okay, that is negative, we're going to ask for mercy. We're going to ask, say, Father, let my nation be a beneficiary of your mercy. Let my nation be a beneficiary of your mercy. And we're going to be using Hebrews 4:16. And it says, let us therefore come boldly unto the throne of grace, that we may obtain mercy and find grace to help in the time of need. Please, let's ask for mercy for our nation as well as for ourselves. Because when you make that type of utterances that Jacob, made, and Jephthah, you don't know who is going to be affected. You don't. You don't. You are a priest and you are a king. Watch your mouth. But this week, let's ask for mercy. Okay? 5 minutes. Every time. Anyhow. Anywhere. Just 5 minutes. Just pray that the Lord will have mercy upon our nation. That the Lord will wipe out everything, every negativity that we have ever spoken. Okay? And I want to bless you again. The cup of the lion may go hungry, but as for you and I, we shall not lack anything good. Everything that we needed will be supplied throughout this week. God bless you. You have a wonderful week, and see you again next time. Bye.